Alright, so this is a review on the album Back Home by Trey Songz, and the artwork, man's just letting people, he's letting the gal them know that Rob man's back home basically. Get me? Basically, that's the best way to summarize his artwork. Like it's just his face there. Um, you know, it's like he's, how can I put it? It's like he's at the doorway in the bedroom, and he's seeing his woman on the bed, and just looking at her fine ass and being, I say fine ass, I'm American, fuck that shit. Like he's looking at how, you know, the goodness of his woman, and just, just appreciating the way she looks and getting ready to do what he's got to do and show that he's back home. You feel me? You know them ones there. But anyway, the link, couldn't put the link. My mind is all over the place right now. Um, but yeah, this album was released back in 2020. There is basically 22 tracks. All right, so there's Be My Guest, Save It, Hands On, Lost and Found, Circles, Round and Round, Two Ways, Hit Different, Cat, Got My Tongue, Back Home featuring Summer Walker, On Top of Me, On Call featuring Ty Dollar Signs, or T.Y. Dollar Signs, however you pronounce his name. Nobody's Watching, Sleepless Night featuring Davido, which is interesting. Then there's the song GLA. Then there's Rain featuring Sway Lee. Then Tug of War. Then All This Love. Then OG Love Lude. Then 2020 Riots. How Many Times. Then I Know a Love. And then Know a Love. Alright, so a couple of them were like interludes anyway. Like Noah's Love and there was one more. The OG Love Lude. That was a interlude as well. It's pretty much is an OG Love Lude. But he just, if I was to summarize this, well, I'm gonna have to summarize this album, but like the way I would summarize this album is he just showcasing his skills as a singer. Like the brother can sing. Like I'm not gonna lie to you, I forgot that he could sing. I'm not saying that he couldn't. I didn't know, or I forgot that he could sing. Like it's just, you know what it is. It's like when someone's not really promoted as much mainstream anymore. Sometimes, the thing is outside our mind. Yeah, I've seen his name pop up now and again on social media, blah 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 blah. It's not a thing where it's like, oh, we just released something. Like I've never seen that. You know what I mean? I've not seen someone say they've released whatever. So I'm like, alright, cool. Um, but anyway, it's interesting how he just built up his core fan base and said, you know what, I'm gonna release this. You know what I mean? I think that's how it works in this game. Because I was watching an interview with Chip with on Amaru Don TV. Go watch that interview. I guarantee, just go watch it. I don't care whether you like UK hip hop or not, or UK grime or not. I don't care whether you like that or not. It's a very insightful interview. Yeah, especially if you're into music as well. Like you want to get into the music industry, watch that interview. Like I just watch it and listen. Yeah. Um. But yeah, like back to the album, right? So I like how he only has a few features. So when it's albums in general, I don't like as many features. One feature that did stuck out to me was the one with Davido. I didn't really necessarily expect that. I think I didn't expect it because you see when it comes to albums, right? Um, Not even when it comes to albums. You see when it comes to music, it's like if you know how some people have a particular genre. I'm not saying that Trey Songz should stick to just doing R&B, but it's like I normally associate him with that, so I wouldn't associate Davido with Trey Songz like that. You see what I'm saying? I wouldn't even expect him on a Afrobeat rhythm, and if he does do Afrobeats, then do you see what I mean? It is what it is. Like it's and music is music. Don't get me wrong. You can jump on any rhythm. Don't ever get it twisted because the interview I recommended with Chip, he is one of those artists that can jump on any rhythm, but or not can, but he does jump on other rhythms and he's cold with it. But my thing is like there's certain features like you would expect Trey Songz and Summer Walker, both R&B artists. You expect that, yeah. Sway Lee, you will more or less expect that as well. Not because Sway Lee is an R&B artist, because he's not. Um, but there is that hip hop and R&B fusion as well, and yeah, there is the hip hop and Afrobeats fusion as well. But yeah, that's a different vibe. But anyway, um, if you, in fact, I'll get to that in a minute. The other song that really stood out to me as well, like I like Back Home as well. I like Back Home. I like Hit Different. I like Circles. I like Round and Round. I like On Top of Me. Like most of these tracks, I put in my playlist, in my Utopia playlist and my Sex playlist. That's how it goes around here. And yeah, the 2020 riots. How many times? That threw me off guard. It's a good song, but it kind of reminded me of Stevie Wonder combined with Marvin Gaye. And that's a good comparison, by the way. I'm not knocking him. It was the fact of when you can be vocal, when you can use your vocals to express other things other than sex, love, all them type of things there, and you can use your vocals to sing about, um, the like certain social issues. I think that's a major look. Do you see what I mean? Like I like how he went into depth. So um I guess that is one of my favorite tracks is on there as well. I couldn't pick out one particular song, but let me know what in the comment section below. What's your favorite track on this album? Let me know. Other than that though, I do like the fact that you include his child Noah in it on this album as well at near the end. Hence Noah's Love. Um, it wasn't as much, but you know what I mean. I think it's a pride thing in it, like that. Not pride, like a proud parent thing in it. Like you just want to show off. Do you know what I mean? Show off your child and that. I can respect that. I can respect that. But other than that, I'm gonna give this album a straight 10 out of 10. I'm glad I listened to this with no expectations. Like, and I'm glad that he showcased that raw. He still can do this thing. You know what I mean? Like, don't knock it. Don't like. Everyone wants to debate who's the king of R&B. This, like, I think if we're gonna do it in eras, yeah. Let's say, what era did Trey Songz actually come out? Leave an answer in the comment section below. So do it from the era that he came out, because there were like a group of male vocalists, yeah, that came out in the same space. So from that era, who would you say is the king of R&B? Because it can only be done in eras. Because if we're gonna go far back, we've got to say Keith Sweat is a king of R&B. If we want to do that again, we've got to say Stevie Wonder. Like people forget about Stevie Wonder, bruv. Stevie Wonder. Listen, that guy is a prolific writer. He is a Listen. Are you listening? Do you see what I mean? And obviously, people are not even throwing in, Casey. Do you see what I mean? From Jodeci. They're not even throwing him in the mix. Like, I get why some people say R. Kelly, but like, and then there's so many people you can call king of R&B, and what you're gonna base it on? Because then if you're gonna base it on everything else, then you gotta throw Teddy Riley in the mix. Like, then there's Babyface. Oh my days, do you see the levels to this? But let me know who you think the king of R&B from the era that Trey Songz is from. It could be Trey Songz. You could say Trey Songz if you want to say Trey Songz. But let me know what era he came out again, and then in the comment section I'll make my say in terms of that era. Who's the king? If it happens to be Trey Songz, then it happens to be Trey Songz. But I like to be unbiased. I like to have not unbiased. I like to be I do like to be unbiased, but I like to have a rounded view. So I'm able to I like to know more details so I can give a better decision. It's easier that way for me. The link to the album though is in the description box below. But also if you want to help us or help generally, because I think it's either the riots, the 2020 riots, and he's asking how many times, and when will it end, all that stuff there. Well, if you help us at the Alkebulantrust rebuild the infrastructure in the African and Caribbean diaspora, these things will stop. These things will end. It will. It just takes you to help support us. All it takes is one, then another, then another. We put things into place, and you know what I mean. Little by little, things build up into bigger things. You feel me? So, hit the link in the description box below. It says make a donation. You can make a donation of any amount, so we're able to, you know, solve these issues. But again, 10 out of 10 for the album. The link to the album is in the description box below. Hit the subscribe button, hit the bell notification, because you never know, the video you suggest might just be next.